Advocates and stakeholders in the anti-trafficking campaign meeting after the preview and review of the data analysis report on the nation's anti-trafficking journey agreed that more awareness needs to be created on the prevalence, consequences and causes of trafficking of persons.
Very difficult for traffickers to travel down to the village, start marketing their false services and all the rest of the world. Now it's very simple, just on social media. They don't need to travel. It's cost effective for traffickers to want to lure their victim, control them, exploit them because of technology.
My mom giving birth to 11 children. Of course, they have to distribute them. So it was not quite easy. Okay, the other one, I feel that the survivors should be actively engaged in the fight against human trafficking.
For more than 25 years, the U.S Embassy Abuja has been cooperating with the federal government. I'm talking of this country, obviously Nigeria now. We've been cooperating with the federal government, the select state governments, specialized agencies, the judiciary, civil society organizations, the academia, and the private sector in making Nigeria safer from drugs, crime, and terrorism.
Kathleen Fitzgibbon says there is no other way to combat the human trafficking menace other than a prompt response by speaking out on any form of trafficking suspected. Jason Korea said every country in the world is affected by the human trafficking menace, thus the need for synergy to break the chain at all levels.
We worked very closely with the government of Nigeria on the legislation that would enable what we now have as a very powerful organization. So think about 20 years ago, we didn't have NAPTIP, right? We didn't have that. And we also didn't have a situation where people really understood what was human trafficking, right? What did a victim look like?
Governments alone cannot do this. We really need to work together. Human trafficking is such a pervasive problem globally. Even within the United States, there is human trafficking happening there. Many of you probably read, the State Department puts out every year a report on trafficking in persons for every country in the world. So this came out of the legislation that Kathleen talked about 20 years ago.
I have a whole lot of cases of incense on my table. And they will come and tell you that our family were discussed. We don't want to bring the image of the family to disrepute. No, it's a family thing. For crying out loud, it's not a family thing, it's a crime against the state.
Representative of the NAPTIP DG spoke on the benefit of early and prompt report of cases of human trafficking, despite the odds faced by victims and relevant agencies.